It's time for my Neighborhood of the Month feature, and this time we're in Brooklyn with the focus on Fort Greene. The area known as Fort Greene has been occupied since at least AD 800 by members of the Canarsie tribe. Europeans started their colonization here via purchases by the Dutch West India Company in 1637, followed by the creation of a tobacco plantation in 1649 by Italian immigrant Peter Alberti. But the area's modern-day name comes from a fort constructed during the American Revolution in 1776, which was headed by Nathaniel Greene, the namesake of both the neighborhood and its largest park. The establishment of the Brooklyn Navy Yard in the early 1800s galvanized Fort Greene's growth, and then it was further supercharged when ferry service between Manhattan and Brooklyn began in 1814. Farms quickly transitioned to row houses, and, fun fact, one of the occupants of those earlier homes was none other than poet and essayist Walt Whitman. The early 19th century also saw the establishment of a significant black community. In fact, by 1870, more than half of Brooklyn's black population lived in Fort Greene alone. Brooklyn's first school for black people opened in the area in 1847, and the Lafayette Avenue Presbyterian Church, founded by abolitionists in 1857, was a key site for aid for the Underground Railroad. Over time, the area became known to locals as the Hill, and it saw an additional building boom in the 1850s and 1860s thanks to an influx of upper and middle-class families. It was during this time that the construction of the beautiful Italianate, Greek Revival, Second Empire, and other revival-style homes that the area is most famous for were built. The area then experienced another big housing and population boom, spurred by World War II and the employment of more than 70,000 workers at the Brooklyn Navy Yard. But like the rest of the city, the area fell into decline through the 60s and 70s. However, things started turning around in the 80s, and the area saw a resurgence. And thanks to the lobbying efforts of the Fort Greene Landmarks Preservation Committee, which was spearheaded by Herbert Scott Gibson, the Fort Greene Historic District was established in 1983 and then further expanded in 1984. And that landmark status has made this neighborhood one of the most quintessential brownstone neighborhoods in the city.